Arteta's Red Army, slick passes and flair. Welcome Sunderland down, but points aren't to share. A familiar face returns. Cue the crowd's reaction. Ex-Gunner Granit Xhaka's back in the opposition, but not in action. Old friends, new battles, the script writes itself, but this is our house. Put some respect on the shelf.
Very nice. As I say, T.S. Eliot would be proud, bro.
See, very good.
Well done.
I still don't know T.S.
You're getting
Eliot.
better. You are getting better.
I feel like William Shakespeare would be proud.
Maybe that's a better, you know.
Innit? That's a good word there.
Fair play.
William
Fair
Shakespeare.
play, bro. You are getting better.
I am friends with Chip.
What, you can't lend you some...
No, I can't do the rap thing. I did the rap thing once and
See, I'm
never
being
again.
kind. Kenya's not being kind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, that's what I like having you hear that. That's what I like having you hear that. Right, let's get into it. Of course, this Saturday, 3 p.m. kickoff. It's Arsenal versus Sunderland in the Premier League. Where shall we start? We're first, they're 8th. Let's go to, we always do thoughts and feelings. Off the back of booking our place at Wembley in the final. Let's start, I know I spoke to you quite recently, Dan, but let's just start for this game. Off the back of that, how are you feeling going into this Premier League game? Is there an error? Some people are saying this game was more important than the League Cup semi-final, which I found was bizarre, but where are you going into this game? Is it full focus? Is it, now it's Premier League, we're back, we have to win this? The significance of the weekend because Man City are playing, where are you at?
I want a good Sunday, which means you have to have a good Saturday, right? So I want my Sunday to be roast dinner, sit and chill with a family and actually go, oh, we're 9 points clear to see what City have got. The last time this fixture actually happened, Liverpool and City played each other at the Etihad. We went to Stadium of Light, it was 2-2, Brian Brobby ruined our evening.
Yes, correct.
And the reason he ruined our evening was because the pressure was on a little bit, all Liverpool City playing, it was early days, it wasn't much pressure for that kind of time of the year or time of the season, but we weren't able to get the job done. I need to see that this time. I need to go and get the job done Saturday, put ourselves 9 points clear and go over to you City. And even if they beat them, then we've had an all right weekend still.
Fair.
If we was to drop points and we weren't to potentially capitalise and any of them results happen, it's frustrating. Because if we don't do our job, and let's say Man City then don't do our job, my people might go, oh, that's okay, they didn't do their job. I'll be frustrated. So I'm like, we could have pulled away and we didn't. The other thing is if they do win and we do drop, then they're catching us again, right? Yeah. So we have to take 3 points there. So it's like an absolute must. And I'll tell you this, going into the Forest, the Liverpool and United, I'm like, this is really not a great Premier League couple of weeks for us. And then we come and bounce back against Leeds. I didn't expect a 4 to be fair. I expected a real scrapey, horrific sort of hostile Ellen Road. And we were able to capitalise. And then obviously the League Cup, we go into the semi-finals and it's an unbelievable ending. So I think that's given us a bit of reassurance and a bit of a positive boost going into this game. So we need to do our job, man.
Curtis mentioned very important weekend. This could be, huge. If City drop points, Arsenal go 9 points clear. I've been trying to recruit people, Kenya. If we do win this weekend and they drop points, can I get you firstly on camera? Will you be with me? I will
give you the scenario of when I will be on the boat with you.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
We win.
Yep.
And Manchester City lose.
Yep.
Arsenal will win the league. And I will say that.
Yes. No, because Dan's been teetering. I've been sending him letters to his house. I've been trying to recruit him, but he's just like, but then Arsenal let him down. So, but okay, 9 points. What are you feeling ahead of this weekend? Is it as big as what we're saying? This could be the final weekend.
No, I think me and my dad said already, every game's a cup final. We have to approach this game how we approached almost how we played Chelsea in that first leg, in the sense that we have to win it. Do you know what I mean? Like, the reality is, if you win every game now until the end of the season, you've won the league. It's actually just very simple stuff. So,
but that's not easy to do, though. Don't look at me like that. That's what we know.
What do you mean?
That's not. We still got City away, Spurs away.
Go on a run and win. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Stop that.
That face she gave me.
Move out of my face, fam.
Look to me like, what? We could.
Shut up, bruv. Go on a run and win.
Okay.
We're not leaving London for a good 5 weeks. Go in London, just bang, 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 bang.
Fair.
Win.
Last season was doing that. Was snapping teams in London.
Everybody needs to lock in. I just hear it as, do you want to win the league? I keep saying this every week.
That's the biggest.
Do you want to win the league? Do you want to be a legend? Do you want to be an Arsenal legend? Do you want to be a Premier League legend? If the answer is yes, you know what to do. So to me, this game is just as important as all the other games, if not more. Every week is a cup final. Every week is a do or die situation. And we're sat here saying, right, Man City got to go to Anfield, a place where they never win. Even last season, I think they drew there or they lost. and Liverpool have just, they're in good form themselves. So you're looking at that game like, oh, this is favourable for us. We're at home, 3 p.m. There's not much pressure on it, but there is a bit. There's more pressure on Man City and Aston Villa, who, last week dropped points when they probably shouldn't have. So we need to just lock in and try and win. And just get the points.
All right, well, let's talk then. Firstly, I mentioned Granit Xhaka. I said, funny enough, I just did research and listened to some of the press conferences and looked at some of the reports. He actually is not available because,
3 weeks
because of his ankle injury. So he will be returning to the Emirates. I want to give an honorary invitation if we win the league. Granit, I'm more than happy for you to come down south and join us for the parade. I think that'll be a very touching moment.
Everyone's welcome, man. As long as it's for the right people, they can come. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Granit, like I said, obviously I wanted to say if you came and played and we ended up beating you guys in this home fixture, then like I said, you got an invitation from us all to come and join us on the parade. You're not honorary member. Thomas Frank as well. So,
don't worry, Uncle Frank, you're driving the bus, mate.
You can come.
You're driving the bus.
You're driving the bus.
You're driving the bus, mate.
I'm doing all this to say, just with Sunderland coming down to the Emirates, that fair play to them. They're sitting in 8th. They're a team that's been promoted and actually caused. They're unbeaten at home still.
Yeah, man, they're a good team. I watched them against Burnley, smoked them
3-0. Yeah.
What a great goal! And then you think about it, they had 7 players out of AFCON. Didn't really look unsettled, got a draw against Man City, had some decent results, big them up, man. I'm actually happy that they're here because it's Premier League heritage to have Sunderland in the league.
And before I go to you, Dan, I know you want to say some words, I've got to highlight as well, let's not forget, we was on an 11-game clean sheet record until we went to their place.
Yeah, man.
And they actually, they scored against us, they obviously drew that game, but since then, that's when we got before then, I was like, we are unbelievable.
Yeah.
we got this Chelsea defensive record. I know people laugh at it now, but I was on that stage of we're getting everything.
Yeah.
And now we'll come back round to that, but they kind of put a stop to that, that excitement because I was like, oh, okay, we are normal. We're not some super team. So got to give a bit of credit to Sunderland. They have caused teams problems. Maybe not on the road so much, but definitely at their place.
Look, we play Sunderland and Brentford, and they're probably two of the overachievers in the Premier League this season.
Brentford's a great shout as well. They lost everyone before, Thomas Frank. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Boomer went, Visser went, Frank went.
Norgard,
they lost Norgard, their captain.
Flecken's gone.
Yeah. Flecker. I look at it now, I think, you know what, a lot of people had Brentford to go down. A lot of people had Sunderland to go down. And fair play to them. They've both really shown that they can come and have a right good go. And
we got them back to back as well. That's quite interesting, isn't it?
It's an interesting one. It'll be 2 tough games. And look, I think Kenya makes a good point about not leaving London. I think other than City, we only go to Brighton and Wolves, right? Away from home. Yeah. Everything else is in London. So
lock in.
It couldn't have been a nicer sort of ending to where we're going. All the home games, you might have teams that are up south, but up north, but they're coming to us. I feel like this is a great opportunity for Arsenal, man. A great opportunity. And Sunderland are a good side. I've been very impressed with them. They're well drilled. I think they're managed very well. I think they're organised. They obviously had some really good recruitment in the summer as well. Granit Xhaka is going to be a big miss for them, but they have got other players as well. So this is going to be tough, and I think they'll come and fancy their chances here. I don't think they've really... Do you know what? Sunderland this season, really, for the rest of the season, haven't got much to lose now. They're not trying to stay up. Yeah, that's true. They're not really expected to get European football.
Nah.
So they're probably one of the only teams that can now be like, relax, just enjoy this.
And some teams play better with it like that.
Sometimes they're dangerous opposition when it's like that.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, especially Arsenal. Arsenal, I think, when there's not much pressure, we're just playing to play. Listen, we haven't seen that so much this season, but we really do, exude a lot of confidence. We play a lot better. I must say, on the road, Sunderland haven't won in their last 7 matches, so they're not good travelling.
Yeah, they lost to West Ham.
Exactly.
I think it's 3-1.
Exactly. So they're not great on the road, but I will give it to them. Their spirit and giving it a go, going at you, is something that it's hard to say. It does worry me a little bit. I expect Arsenal to win this game. We'll get score predictions, of course, back into this game. But what I saw when we went to the stadium are they weren't scared of this Arsenal. They didn't care about the corners. They didn't care about you haven't conceded or whatever in this many games. They went full spirit, full out. Yes, granted they had the home advantage, but if they show that, I think they played City as well. They took points off City as well.
If they drew 0-0 over City.
Exactly. So I think if they show that spirit, I sometimes get a bit worried because Man United came to the Emirates. They did that. I'll be honest. Listen, they were kind of near on perfect as well, but they weren't sitting deep. They actually went for us. There's a difference between trying to play football against Arsenal. You can't do that against Arsenal. We will tear you apart. But if you show confidence and get at us and go for it. I think sometimes Arsenal can be rattled. I say all this to say, Ken, how do you see Sunderland come in and playing this game? Is it I respect this team, the best team in the country right now, and maybe, well, actually in Europe right now, and I'm going to sit back and give them respect? Or do you think Sunderland do what they did at their place and say, listen, Brian Brobby, he's been good, or he's been on good form. They've got players that can hurt you, but yeah, exactly. So how do you think they play this?
I think they'll come with a game plan for sure. I don't think they will play maybe as open as they would at home, because the reality is, travelling away from home, you don't really have that advantage of going away, especially to like a place like the Emirates, and thinking you're just going to play free-flowing, proper open. Like, you're going to have to be a bit more compact. They're missing Granit Xhaka as well in that midfield. So
that's a big miss.
They'll probably look at it and be like, right, we might want to pack out that midfield, knowing how strong our midfield is. But I still think they're going to give it a go. They're not going to...
They're not going to Chelsea, not try and sit in until... Or just try and keep it compact until a certain amount of time.
I think they will, but that's another thing about them. They've got a great defence as well. They've got a good defence as well. They've got a good goalkeeper. They've got 2 good centre-backs. Like, they're actually good at defending as well.
Yeah, they are.
So they'll probably be comfortable being able to sit in a bit, especially considering that our front 4 attacking players are misfiring, not really up to the speed that they should be. So they'll come here with a game plan. They'll sit in a bit, but they're also very dangerous as well.
Yeah, they can get us. And Dan, she actually mentioned centre back. So Dan Ballard again, ex-Arsenal, so he'll be available. He'll be playing as well. They can cause Arsenal problems. I think I'm at a stage. It's still quite early. You just don't want to see Arsenal rattled now. I think fans are holding on to we're a good team, and we believe. I think most fans believe that we're going to go on and win this league, but we want to be entertained. Now I feel like I'm at a stage where I've kind of accepted that. I don't care how we play. Just win the games. I don't know where you are. I think
I've been like that. Look, I said all season, I don't care. When people talk to me about, so and so's not scored. If we win the league in May, do you think I care that so and so scored 5 goals? I will care that we won.
Don't care about the corners. We scored the most corners in the league. 14 corners.
From now to the end of the season, we could win games 1-0 by own goal. Do you think I care? Do you think in May?
It's doing a lot for us this season.
Do you think in May, if we win the league, someone's going to say, you won only by own goals? Okay, so what? A great Man United. I remember one of the Man United teams that won the league. I'm pretty sure they had 10 own goals.
Yeah.
So who cares? You win the league as you've won it. Who cares? Who cares if you played sexy football? Who cares if you played the worst football ever? You still won it.
Well, that's it. Dad, I want to get your thoughts on that, because I think it's not even... And I think the overarching answer would always be, don't care as long as we win the league. I get that, and win the game. But there was a lot of criticism when we played Chelsea. I think now the dust has settled. I think people are coming to terms with how it is. I've seen people predict score lines for this Sunderland game saying 3s, 4s, 2s, 3. So I'm like, but we kind of know that. I don't know. I feel like when I saw the score predictions from other Arsenal fans, I'm like, we know that's probably not going to happen. But so are you phased at all? I see. So you saying one? So we can beat these teams.
We just beat Leeds 4-0 away from home. Why can't
we haven't been great at home though this season, if I'm being honest.
What do you mean?
Apart from in the Champions League.
5-0, 3-0, 4-0, 3-1. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
What are you?
Aston Villa at home, okay, yeah.
4-1 Aston Villa, I even forgot that. What are you talking about?
I don't know, I just don't feel like, I don't know what it is. I think I've watched...
Are you okay?
I don't think we've been
what
as
have you been
convincing.
watching?
No, it's the truth.
Smoked Leeds at home, smoked Forest at home, smoked Aston Villa at home, Bayern smoked,
Champions League, I'm sitting to the side.
I'm talking about
League start of the season potentially, but I don't know. Are you with me here or are you not with me? Where?
I'm with you both, and I'll tell you why. Because I think Kenya makes good points. Kenya makes good points about Leeds and Spurs and Villa and the batterings that we had. Athletic Madrid and Bayern are the same. There has been some games this season, home and away, which have not been 100% convincing, but we've managed to win them, right? And there has been drop points. I think when you look at how teams can come and set up against Arsenal, I actually think the way that it's worked the best is Manchester United. And not just because it was the obvious one that we'd lost, but because I actually think they got it spot on. They had a mid-block. They didn't play low block. They didn't say just sit back and hopefully we get a point. The teams that have got low blocks that have been successful haven't necessarily won the games. They've taken a point off of us, like a 0-0 Forest or even games Liverpool. Where we've dropped and stuff. So I look at that and I think the mid-block worked, and then you've got to rely on your quality to win the game, and that's what Man United did. Dorgu and Cunha, 2 worldies, right? So I think that's where Sunderland will probably look at and go, do you know what, let's mid-block them, let's rely on some of our quality. We've got some individual quality, and let's see if we can take something off of Arsenal. Having said that, they also could low block and go, we'll take a point because we're not really playing for anything. We're expected to lose and we'll go for it. So I think we're expecting to see a low block against Sunderland. Maybe they go a bit more mid, but with Granit Xhaka out, I do think that's a big loss for them, actually.
Yeah,
I really do
massive.
think he's been one of the best signings this season.
I agree.
I really do. I think he's been that important for Sunderland. So, yeah, I do think that if we score early, it could be 3s and 4s. I think that goes for every single team against Arsenal. But I kind of respect Sunderland a bit more. I'm not putting 4s, 5s or 6s like some people are predicting. Oh, that's not me. We'll come
and you're right to mention that. Listen, obviously, we don't want any bad luck this weekend. They are called the Black Cats, so this is not going to be an unlucky weekend. I'm going to read a closing stat, then ask some questions. Mainly to you, Kenya, because Dan's been part of the Predict 11, so I don't want to cross-contaminate content.
Fine, man.
So
make sure you guys watch that.
But I will reconstruct some questions for you around the 11. And yeah, please make sure you watch that on the channel. Quickly, 4 of Victor Gyökeres' 6 Premier League goals for Arsenal this season will come against promoted sides. Okay. Some people say we don't care, but that could be a good opportunity for him to go and score goals if he starts up front for this game this Saturday. Kenya, who starts up front for Arsenal against Sunderland?
It's hard to say because I think Kai Havertz's been good.
Who do you want to start front?
I'd probably still put Victor. I think both of them are going to still be in my team, to be honest. So I'd put Victor Gyökeres up front, man.
And put Havertz in the midfield.
And put Havertz in midfield.
Fair, makes sense. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
If you look last season, just quickly on those two, if you look last season, I see a stat last night. Last season, with Kai Havertz up to this point, he'd scored 9 goals. Yeah. And Victor Gyökeres has got 6 up to this point. So some are saying Kai Havertz is better in that position than Victor Gyökeres. Some are saying actually he's not, and it looks like both of them can play together. I think that stat proves that even of last season how bad we were. Yeah. Kai Havertz was actually still more effective in that role. And I like Gyökeres. I actually wanted him, right? I did big time want him. Sometimes you've just got to sort of say perhaps it hasn't worked out the way we wanted to. And I'm still going to answer the same question every time. I'm going to roll the dice and go, it's landed on Victor. He plays. Because I really don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't care.
I agree with that. Interesting.
But it's not that's fascinating about Havertz at this time last year as well, the amount of goals he's got. And granted, listen, I don't see Havertz as a natural number 9. However, that pocket in behind, I think that suits him the best anyway.
Striker up.
Yeah.
By the way, that's Premier League goals, by the way. Because someone will go, he scored more than 6 goals. Yeah. I'm talking in the
Premier League, which is what we're of course, is around this. So, and I suppose Mika Moreno's supposed to be out as well. We'll get to some of the injuries. Obviously, this morning, open training, for the media, we didn't see no Timber, saw no Odegaard, and saw no Saka. So that might be a small indication that they won't be available this weekend. So I'm assuming Noni will take the steps to come in. Eze.
Potentially, but Havertz, man.
Havertz.
I'd put Havertz in right now.
As you've done for its 11, like I said, I'm not asking about your 11, but who out of everyone needs a big performance to kind of put themselves back into a starting lineup? Because of course you would have done your 11, but like there's a lot of players that Gyökeres could go and stat pad and you could be like, okay, now he's arrived. Could be that Eze, who by the way against Chelsea, I love Eze, and it actually pains me to keep saying it, but he was anonymous. He might need a massive game. Likes of Martinelli did really well against Chelsea. He might be saying, okay, if I have another back-to-back game, then I could be that main guy instead of Trossard. Like, who for you? Is there a midfielder in there? Is there a defender that kind of a Miles Lewis-Skelly might figure? He might. Nkape was phenomenal against Chelsea. Huh?
Calafiori, please.
Oh, wait, stop.
I'm being serious.
Stop.
I'm being serious.
Stop.
No, Cecil.
What?
Cecil. Let's not. Just
Sorry,
ask Dan the
Dan.
question. Just ask Dan the question. No, ask Dan the question. It's fine.
I don't know.
Cecil just don't know.
Yeah, okay. No. Kenny has a Calafiori.
No.
But we're not going to that.
He's the better option to pick.
Who is the player that needs to have the standout?
Do you know what? The player I would pick, I don't actually know that he'll start. But if he does start, he needs a bloody good game now. And it needs to be Eze.
Yeah.
And I like Eze. I think he offers us more than what Odegaard's done of late. I think Odegaard was great when he came on against Leeds, and it looks like he's probably going to miss this one due to injury. But Eze, for me, I think if he does play, I think he needs a really good game. Because I need to see him create and control in this midfield.
I agree.
And I like some of his forward passing. I like the way he moves the ball. I think sometimes the casualness and the slowing it down sometimes doesn't really go in our favour. But I appreciate that times there's need for it. I just feel like there's only so much I can do by saying your pre-assist was pretty good, mate. You passed the ball forward, and then the guys did everything else with it. I need to see more than passing the ball forward. So I like him. I think he's offered us more. I think we're quicker moving the ball with him than Odegaard. I think Odegaard slows it down even more than he does sometimes. But I need him to have a good game. And I'll give the other one a shout, who I do think will start, Noni. I think he was really good against Leeds, but I need to see consistent performances from him now because I see consistently difficult times for him, and then I see real glimpses of quality. I need to see a couple of consistent games, because if Saka is to be out long term one time again, I need him to come in and be the guy that we're like, it doesn't actually matter. I miss Saka, but not like I used to. When we had guys like Reece, big up to Reece, big guys like Fabi Vieira, guys like that coming on, Sterling. I weren't wanting to hear them. Do you know what I'm saying? Now we got Noni, we paid 52 million for him. I need him to start delivering. And against Leeds, I was impressed. I need another good game. So against Chelsea, I didn't think he was great against.
Okay, we need to close. Anyone frustrated about the January window that we didn't do anything, or just as closed?
I think obviously the Mikel Merino thing is unfortunate, but it happened literally right on the last day, innit? So who could you? I was looking at who could we have really gone and got. I couldn't really think of anyone.
Yeah, that was really.
It is a big miss though, because Mikel Merino, I really like him. He's an intelligent footballer, man.
Bro, like I said, I was on the watch logs there. I missed out. I
think he would have been really good when we played Chelsea as well.
100%.
I think they would have been perfect game for him as well.
I probably would have bought someone in just quickly, and I'll tell you quickly why. Because we're now 2 players down from what we were. Ethan's gone and Marino's out. So
and our rivals are strengthening.
Exactly. Semenyo and Gueye in. I needed to see somebody. Don't know who it'd be. Maybe Buadi over at Lille. They're talking about a young kid coming in box to box midfield. Give Rice a little bit of a rest or some competition. But for me, I'm not sure. Doing nothing might be okay because the squad's still strong.
Very true. Very true. Kepa, can he get any minutes in these sort of? I just want to briefly, because if people are saying I don't want to start him in the final, I want to start Raya. Could he not? In the Premier League, he's not going to see much action because
we keep a lot of. He knows that.
So could he not get some Premier League minutes in some of the lesser games?
If we win the league.
Why do we want to feature
No, Cecil, if we win
What's happening here?
If we win the league and you told me there's 5 games left, I don't care. You can play up front. I don't care, fam, because we won the league.
Do you know what? Are you
crazy?
I'm being too...
I just sat here said every game was a cup final. You're telling me you want to bring in Kepa?
That's true. I'm being too sentimental. I just feel like I don't want him to start in the final. In my opinion, I think it should be Rice. We're digressing away from the preview. But I just feel like, do you then try and balance out by giving him some Prem minutes? I don't know. Maybe it's too nice. Maybe I'm being too like...
He can play against Wigan if he really wants to.
Yeah, he play against Wigan.
You know what I mean?
Okay, there we go. Little compromise.
He can play in the FA Cup more, and do you know what I mean? But
Okay, all right. Score predictions. Come on then. Kenya, you start. Ladies first.
I'm going 3-1 Arsenal. I think we're going to have a good game at home. Simple.
And prove me
wrong. Get the job done.
I think it hasn't been so great at home, but you think 3-1? That's
going to back the team.
Still going to concede though. Interesting.
Yeah, I think they got good enough quality, and I think just because we're going to have a few changes, I think they might score.
Potts.
I'll go 2-0 Arsenal, clean sheet. I'm going to go for a good game. I think we need one. I think we will get the performance. And I think there's a little bit of revenge needed, man. I was a bit sour grapes after that stand at Stadium of Light. I was frustrated. So I feel like we need to put that right. Sunderland are a good side, but they don't travel well. And I do think that we will pick up the points. So I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal.
I echo pretty much everything Dan said. That's why I clapped my hands when he said 2-0, because that's exactly what I was going to go for. 2-0. You said pretty much everything. I will, apart from that, it's revenge because obviously we didn't get 3 points, but I'm not really looking at it too much because they're still unbeaten at home. They're a very good side.
Very good side.
And I remember leaving the ground.
Pick them up, man.
Yeah, me and Robbie, we both said, like, it's good. I'll be surprised what team takes points off them at their place, because it was just the atmosphere and everything and how they lock in. But that's our score predictions. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think the score's going to be? And let me know who needs a big game. Who really does need a big game to cement? Yeah, everyone does. To cement their stay in this 11, because it's forever changing and no one's really getting hold of certain things. We look at some of the goals being scored. We haven't hit no players on more than 10 goals. Like, does that matter to you? Do we need a striker to start hitting real form to win this title or win multiple trophies? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video, hype the video, and we'll see you again soon. Come on, you Gunners.